Hey man, what it is? Y'all know what this is. I am Deem. I am your host, and this is By Any Means. And I got a subject, yo, that I wanted to talk about today because it's really hit home. I was having a conversation with a guy that's from Africa today. He was telling me about his daughters. I was telling him about my daughters, the whole nine, and his daughters is doing really good, and the whole nine. And I was telling him that's a blessing. I'm hoping mines do the same. Then he started telling me about his daughter husband and how proud he was that she was married to a Jewish man. He was like, "You know how hard it is to get your daughter to marry a Jewish man when they want to marry everybody else. So the fact that he chose my daughter, do you know how special that is?" And I'm looking at this man like, "Huh?" I didn't say it to him right then and there, but I did. I just let him talk because I didn't want to be disrespectful to whatever he felt as though. I mean, if somebody proud of something, they proud of something. You can't really knock that. If they proud of something, they proud of something. But at the same time, y'all, it was so amazing to me that this man just was going on a rant about how happy he was that his daughter was married to a white man. And it goes on to my point to say, we hate ourselves so much. We want everybody else to come save us. We'd rather be with everybody else but ourselves. He wasn't proud that his daughter is a black successful woman. He was proud that his daughter was married to a white man. Like she achieved the American dream. And the sad part is, it's a lot of people that come over here from Africa and other Caribbean places, and they'd rather be with everything else but a black American. They tell their kids to deal with any and everybody else but a black American and not ourselves. And it's so sad to see that we think it's something wrong with us. We think our skin color, we know that we are, because the fact that he was so happy about it lets you know that he already knew that it is different for black people in America, period. Whether you come from the Caribbean, Africa, or you was born here in America. And that part was just so sad to me. And his face was full of joy. And he ain't even know my heart was full of sadness for him. He was so proud, like that was a trophy, like she accomplished something in life. Not just because he didn't just tell me my daughter's married. You know what I'm saying? I'm just happy that she's, found somebody that love her. He didn't say anything. He purposely mentioned the man race, what he did, where he come from, and how happy he thought that his daughter was special because a white man chose to marry her. Do y'all understand the sickness in that as black people? It's people that don't come from this country that look like me and you that go out their way to tell people to not deal with us in this country, and we're the only reasons that immigrants are allowed in this country. A lot of y'all don't know black Americans fought for immigrants to come to this country. The American government did not want immigrants coming in this country and still don't, to be honest. That's why they make them sign all these papers and all these laws that if you do anything that we don't deem good, we able to ship you back. It's the reason why black Americans, why we get penalized so harshly, why we get treated differently, because they have nowhere to send us. If we break a law, they can't send us back to Africa. If we break a law, they can't send us back to China. They can't send us back to the Caribbean. No, we right here. So we are attacked differently. And it just goes to show you how strong propaganda is in our communities, because they think everything else is better than us. And a lot of us think the same thing. We don't even love ourselves. We see our beautiful black skin, and we don't want our children looking like that. You know how many people go out their way to deal with light-skinned people or lighter toned people just so their kids won't look like them? I'm happy I'm a dark skinned man. My best friend is light skinned. My father is light skinned. So this ain't no shot at light skinned people or any of that. But I wouldn't want to. I'm happy that I'm chocolate. I'm happy that I'm chocolate. I wouldn't want to be a lighter tone. My daughter is light skinned also, yo. I wouldn't want to be a lighter tone. I'm happy with who I am as a man and as a person. I would never brag about my daughter dating a Jewish man or my daughter dating some white man. I would never brag about that. If that's who she chose to love and she chose to be with, so be it. I'm not going to disown my daughter or be mad about that because I can't control what she does with her life. I wouldn't even be mad. Because again, I can't say that, like, what if she really did find love or whatever you want to call it? It was just to me that he deliberately put that out there and just showed his jovialness about his daughter dating about particularly dating a Jewish white man. And this is why we can't go further, because we refuse to come together. We refuse to see the inner beauty in each other. That man, the white man saw more beauty in his daughter than he did. You know why? Because he wouldn't have felt as though it was special that somebody with another skin pigmentation picked his child up. He ain't say that that guy is lucky to find my daughter. He was saying my daughter was lucky to find him. Imagine that. Not even knowing what he's saying out of his mouth. Imagine that. Imagine that. And it's so sad. It was so sad when I just sat back and looked at it like, wow, man. We don't even take pride in being with us. We don't even take pride in loving ourselves. We don't even take pride in knowing that we are God's creation, that we are the original people. We don't even take pride in our beautiful daughters, and our beautiful family. We don't take pride in any of that. And we sit back and we think everything else is better than us. That's why hip hop music is where it's at. All we talk about is killing each other. All we talk about is doing destruction to each other. We don't even see the value in ourselves. We know we can achieve stuff, but we don't even see the value in ourselves as human beings. We're waiting for everybody else to come save us, to come take us to this fairyland. We feel as though we're lucky. We're lucky when we able to get away from black people. Everybody is so quick to want to leave the hood. Everybody's so quick to move away from their own people. But you don't see other cultures doing that. You don't see Asian people in a rush to get away from Asian people. You don't see white people in a rush to go live around black people. But you see black people are always in a rush to go ahead and go escape our own reality. You can go to a better neighborhood. You can make more money. You could be in a mansion. You're still not going to get treated fairly. You're still not going to be accepted. You're still going to be a target. Everything that you're trying to run away from is still your reality. Because when you move to that suburb, your neighbors from other races ain't looking at you the same way. Your neighbors from other races will call the cops on you for having a loud party faster than anybody else on the block. If your grass not cut the right way in the suburbs, guess who calling in across the street? Miss Sally. That's who's going to call for you. I'm trying to tell y'all, have people watching your house, coming past your crib every day just to see what you're doing. These are the horror stories I have heard and know of myself, have experienced personally myself. You could get away from black people. You could start doing better in life. What you can't do is escape the American society that we are having. What you can't do is escape what reality is in our life right now. You can't escape being a black man or being a black woman. You can't escape that. All you can do is try to do better. But even when you do better, it's not going to change anything. It's going to be the same thing. So it's just amazing to me just how much self-doubt, self-hate that we have for each other, how much vitriol that we have for each other. We're not proud. We're not proud. He didn't even say to me, yeah, my daughter's married to a Jewish man, and he's successful. I wish she would have dated a black man, but it's okay. He didn't even say that. He told me how lucky his daughter was because she was dating a white man. And that in itself almost made me cry. And it was like a light bulb went off in my head, like ding, 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 ding. That's the problem right there. Right there in a nutshell. Because it's a domino effect to everything else that be happening in our lives. So y'all know what this is. Hit the Cash App. $ Deem by any means. I appreciate everybody that's been hitting the Cash App. I truly, truly see you. I truly, truly appreciate your support. And I just want to say thank you, y'all. Y'all be blessed. Y'all be good.